In last lectures, we have discussed about estimation, types of estimation, and need for estimation. Now, in this lecture, we are going to discuss about valuation. Myself, R.V. Jugdar, Assistant Professor, Sharadin Institute of Technology, College of Engineering. What is valuation first? As estimation is done before execution of work, the valuation is carried out for already executed or completed type of structures. It is very useful in case of various purposes like bank loan, technical sanctions, and mortgage, etc. Purpose of valuation and principles of valuation. Purpose of valuations: for buying and selling. Valuation of the property is always done both by seller and prospective buyer so as to arrive at the reasonable price. For mortgage, security of loans, etc., it is necessary. While advancing any sum of money on the mortgage or security of property, the mortgager always go for valuation. Other purposes of valuation: determination of rent. Valuation of property is also done to work out the amount of fair rent of the building to be get, especially when it is requisitional by the government or semi-government organization. Valuation is also needful for assessment of tax. The value of newly built property for the purpose of assessing the amount of expenditure incurred is determined by income tax authorities so as to ensure that the expenditure commensurate with the known sources of income of the owner. Similarly, to determine property tax, house estate duty, gift tax, etc., valuation of property is done before levying these taxes. Acquisition of land. Sometimes property is compulsorily acquired by the government. This kind of thing is always happened in case of road construction, railway construction, and public sector constructions. Hence, valuation of property has to be carried out for paying compensation to the owner. Other purposes of valuation. Similarly, there are many other occasions when the probable value of property is required, such as insurance against fire of the building, compensation for any loss due to war, earthquake, or natural calamities like cyclones and floods, borrowing money from the insurance company, bank, or such other institutions. And lastly, auction bid. For auction purpose, it is necessary to do valuation. Principles of valuation. Following principles should be observed at the time of evaluating the fair and reasonable value of property. First, cost depends upon supply and demand of the property. Second, cost depends upon its design, specifications of the materials used, and the location. Third, cost varies with purpose for which valuation is done. Next, in valuation, a vendor must be willing to sell and so the purchaser willing to purchase. Present and future use of any property should be given due to weightage in valuation. Cost analysis must be based on statistical data as it may sometimes require evidences in court of law. Factor affecting the value of property. Since valuation is the art and it differs person to person, there are some factors affecting in same manner for all valuers. For example, supply and demand, that is market condition. Basically, the value of property is determined by supply and demand. For example, plentiful supply of commodity and little or no demand lower the value of commodity, whereas if there is little supply and a great demand, higher the value of property. In the property market, and supply of property is relatively fixed at any one time. In order to increase the supply, more properties need to be built. However, this process takes time. Demand, in contrast, can change relatively quick. Therefore, property values tend to be influenced by demand rather than supply. The third thing is features. One of the key factor in property's value is features provided. For example, some houses styles are more popular with buyers than others. The age and size of your home compared to other available properties also plays a part in affecting your home's value. The next factor is condition. The value of property also depend upon its condition and its functional utility. For example, a home in immaculate condition has a much higher potential for top dollar sale than one that lacking the most basic routine maintenance. Next factor is property improvements. If property improvements are unquestionably important factors that affect the property value. For example, improvements like room additions, alterations, bedrooms, bathrooms, kitchens, and other items like floor tiles, swimming pools, etc., can increase the value of your home. In addition, if there is some renovation kind of a thing, the value of property may decrease. The next factor is age. The age of property can be factor in valuation increase or decrease. If the property has historical connection, it can make it more variable valuable, and imperfections such as uneven walls and sloping floors that would not be tolerated in new property would perhaps be seen quaint and charming. Some older properties may need more maintenance and repairing than a modern property, and a newer property would meet all latest up to date functions and modern technologies. Next factor is seller motivation. The seller motivation is also a major factor which affects the offer price made by the buyer. For example, if you brought a home in a new area, you may willing to accept a lower price to quickly complete the sell your current house. The next important factor is marketing. The marketing plan that your agent executes on your behalf will determine the amount of interest that is shown in your property. Your agent level and your communication skill and expertise in the negotiating process will affect the amount or money you will be able to get for your property. Terms used in valuation. The basic terms used in valuation are cost, value, and price. In that, cost, it is amount of expenditure incurred to produce or acquire a commodity having a value to this cost of product. Agent's commission and stamp duty, etc., is also added. What is value then? Value is the price estimated to be realized in a sale proceed between willing buyer and willing seller. Value. In order to have values for commodity, it should possess the following three essential characteristics. First, it must possess utility, it must be scarce, it must be marketable for transferable. In the absence of any one of above qualities, the commodity may not have any value. For example, rotten mangoes through scare do not have any value because they have no utility. On the other hand, land has got value because it satisfies all above essentials. Value also depends upon outside factors such as location of property, time of purchase, supply and demand condition. Terms used in valuation. The first term mostly used as assessed value. It is the value of property recorded in the register of local authority and used for purpose of determining the various taxes to be collected from the owner of the property. In a municipal corporation area, it is also called as ready reckoner rate. Replacement value. Value of a property or its service calculated on the prevailing market rate to replace the same. Next term is rateable value. Net annual letting value of the property obtained after deducting the amount of yearly repairs from the gross income. Taxes are charged on a rateable value of property. Potential value. It is inherent value got by property such as land. Such value may go increasing due to passage of time or can fetch more return if used for some alternative purpose. Next is distress value. Value at which property is sold at lower price than that of open market due to difficulties of vendor. For example, in some cases there are some problems with owner, and in that case he has to buy that property at lower value as compared to market value. That is distress value. Next is annuity. Annual periodic payments for repayment of capital amount invested is called as annuity. Salvage value. It is the value at the end of utility period of structure without being dismantled. Gross income. It is the total revenue realized from property either as a rent or lease money during a year. The outgoings and collections charges etc. are not deducted. Next term used most commonly in valuation is outgoings. Expenses incurred to maintain the property by undertaking periodical repairs. It also includes taxes levied by the government or local body on that property, sinking fund, insurance, etc. is added. Net income. Net amount left with the owner after deducting outgoings from gross income is called as net income. Capitalized value. Amount of money whose interest at the highest prevailing rate of interest will be equal to the net income of net return in the perpetuity for specific period. Capitalized value is given by net return into year purchase. For example, let annual rent is if 3500, highest rate of interest is 8%, then capitalized value is calculated by multiplying 3500 by 8%. It gives 43750, and in such fashion we can calculate capitalized value. All these terms we have discussed are useful for calculating or evaluating the valuation of building. In next session we will discuss about various methods for valuation in detail. Thank you.